In this tutorial video, we will be talking about the Xline and the Ray commands. As you can see, we have opened the VMC Edit Commands worksheet, and we have zoomed into the Xline Ray area. We're going to be focusing on this one right here in this video tutorial, so I'm going to use my mouse and zoom into this area. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my student layer is broadcasting, and I'm going to type in the command Xline, and then I'm going to start creating Xlines. Remember, Xlines go on to infinity. They don't have a starting point, they don't have an ending point. I'm using the space bar to exit the command and re-enter the command. So I've got all of my lines, my X lines, and then the last thing I'm going to do is create a ray line. Oops, there I typed it again. And I'm going to turn my ortho off, and I'm going to create it at a 45-degree line. So to do that, I'm going to go down to my Object Snap Tools. I'm going to go to my polar tracking. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to set it at 45. And click OK. And when it gets to a 45-degree angle, it snaps to that. And I now have a ray. So if I zoom out, these lines will go on forever. You'll never reach the end of them. But of course, the ray line, unlike the X line, does have a starting position. Okay, so the reason we're using these construction lines is to help us determine what the missing view is going to look like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the line command, and everywhere my ray, turn my ortho on, everywhere my ray intersects one of the X lines, I'm going to bring a line straight down. So now I've just defined where the outline of that object is. So I'm going to go up to my trim command. Here's a cutting edge, here's a cutting edge, and here's a cutting edge. I'm going to right click to say I'm done selecting cutting edges. I'm going to left click to get rid of everything that is not part of the object. And there it is. And because I used this line, this line, this line, and this line as cutting edges, it got rid of everything else. If I would have right-clicked and turned everything into a cutting edge, it would have gotten rid of everything right in here, but it would have left all these lines out here as they extended out into infinity. So there is my object. I will now get rid of these guys. Don't need these anymore. And so the only thing I need to do now is I need to put these lines, I need to turn them into hidden lines, because these lines represent that corner right there, and that line up there, that corner, and you can't see those. So let's see if we have a hidden line, and we do. There's a hidden line layer, so I'm going to go back here, click on this line, put them on the hidden layer, and we have just created that missing side view using the Xline and the Ray commands. And that's it.